Okay, we're ready to start our part 2 for the model creation assignment. Please make sure that under the projects over here that your model creation project is activated with a check mark. Now click New Part, and we're going to start a 2D sketch. And I think for this part I'm probably going to use the subtractive method. That seems to be the easiest to me, is to make this entire block, the very front of it. So I'll make that block, and then I'll take out this hole, and then I'll take out this hole. So this block is 40 millimeters. If you look in Echo, it tells you that all these units are millimeters. So it's 40 millimeters tall and 60 millimeters wide. To change, Autodesk Inventor defaults to inches. So to change it from inches to millimeters, you need to click the Tools tab and click Document Settings and change the Units tab to millimeters. And go ahead and hit Apply and Close. Now go back to the Sketch tab, and we're going to draw a rectangle that again is 60 millimeters wide. So start it at the origin, 60 millimeters wide, so 60, tab, and then 40 millimeters tall. Enter. Click Finish Sketch, and the Home button will get it where you can see it. Then I want to extrude that part, however deep this is, which if we find that measurement, it's from here to here, which is 30 millimeters deep. So extrude 30 millimeters. Okay, now we're ready to take material away. So I'm going to draw this rectangle, which is 15 millimeters tall. And it doesn't really tell me what this measurement is, so I'm going to have to do some subtracting. So I'm going to take the 60 and subtract off the 10 and the 25. So 60 minus 10 is 50. 50 minus 25 is 25. So again, I'm going to make a rectangle that's 15 tall by 25 wide. So start a 2D sketch on the front. Use the Home button, hit the front. And I'm going to make my rectangle to be 15 millimeters tall and 25 wide. So 25, tab, 15. Hit Enter. Just like before, we want to make sure that we locate this hole correctly. So that hole is 10 millimeters from the side of this. So let's go ahead and do that. So hit Escape, click Dimension, and I want from here to be 10 millimeters. And that'll move that over. Notice that rectangle turned all blue. Now I'm going to finish my sketch. Click Extrude, click the rectangle, and again we want to cut it all the way to the back. Notice that I have different options here. I can cut it for a particular distance. I can cut it to next, and that would be if you would have some other object in there. You might just cut it to that particular object. You can cut it to something that you click between, or you can cut all. I'm just going to leave it at distance and click OK. Next thing I want to do is draw this rectangle 15 millimeters wide by 10 millimeters tall. So we'll draw that rectangle and we'll extrude that rectangle. So back in Inventor, we want to start a 2D sketch on this side and draw our rectangle. I have to go back and look at those measurements. 15 millimeters by 10 millimeters, so 15, tab, 10, enter. And then again, I want to locate that rectangle where it should be. So we know right here This 3 millimeters is from the side to this side of that rectangle. So we're going to click dimension. From this side to this side should be 3 millimeters. Then I probably need to know what it is from the bottom as well. So they've given that to us right here. So from the bottom to the bottom of that is 5 millimeters. So bottom to the bottom Sometimes that doesn't work. You might have to project this geometry. So click project and click that bottom line until it's yellow. Now you should be able to dimension it. So the bottom of this to the bottom of that should be 5. And now it's all constrained. When it turns all blue, it's all constrained. Click Finish Sketch, and then again extrude that rectangle, but cut it. This time I'm going to change it to all, so it goes all the way through. I don't believe they told us a distance. We really can't tell if it really does go all the way through, but I'm going to assume that it does, since it doesn't say any differently. And then just click OK. And that's part 2.